We're down 25%.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Howdy everybody, Blitz here. Before I get started with this, I want to thank everyone who has watched my previous features in the series. Hell, I want to thank everyone in general, especially my subscribers. Thank you so much. This is Titanfall, and it's a doozy. It's like Call of Duty with steroids and mechs, sticking those steroids right up your ass. I'm not kidding. But wait, that's right, it was developed by the same guys who created Call of Duty. But we won't get into that long and wondrous tale. We're here to examine Titanfall's performance and playability on the Radeon HD 5850. Once again, let's list our main tenets for PC gaming goodness, at least modern PC gaming goodness that we want to achieve. Number 1, 1080p resolution. Number 2, a nominal delivery of 30 frames per second. And of course number 3, the game needs to be decent looking. We don't want it looking like ass. Lower settings are okay as long as the game looks pretty good, tovarish. First of all, some quick background. Titanfall was developed primarily for the Xbox One and the PC. There is an Xbox 360 version for those unwilling to make the jump to the current gen, but it is not our focus. The developers at Respawn, being ex-Infinity Ward guys, aimed for a 60 frames per second presentation on the Xbox One. This is a trait they brought with them from their experience developing Call of Duty 4 and its sequels on the past generation of systems, you know, the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Getting 60 FPS out of the Xbox One, much like getting 60 FPS out of the previous gen Call of Duties, involved making some huge cuts to the rendering resolution and some of the graphics. Titanfall is by no means a true HD title. It's actually running at 1408 pixels horizontally by 792 pixels vertically, with 2 times MSAA on the Xbox One, to handle them jaggies of course. Getting a 60 FPS Full HD presentation, even with full graphics, is not very difficult with modern PC hardware. However, with a Radeon HD 5850, it's a huge issue. Now you may be asking yourself,
Blitz, you don't require 60 FPS, you require 30 according to your requirements and your PC tenets of gaming goodness, or whatever the hell you call them.
what makes Titanfall an interesting conundrum is how completely variable the frame rate is. At least it feels that way to me versus other games. Different maps vary highly in terms of geometrical, pixel, and texture load, and then you have spontaneous on-screen effects that the GPU must handle too. The Xbox One version has issue maintaining a full 60 FPS at 1408 by 792 resolution, but for the most part it stays close to 60 FPS. We're running full HD 1920 by 1080 as per required by the sacred tenets, but getting a stable 30 FPS really means we have to pare down the graphics in order to get decent performance at full HD. Luckily, the paring down isn't that troubling. Over the course of testing, I managed to come up with these settings for the HD 5850. These in-game settings keep us above 30 FPS at its worst moments, but generally run around 40 to 50 frames per second. As I said earlier, some maps really do push the graphics card harder than others. Demeter, as shown right now, is probably the one that comes to mind personally. However, most maps run quite nicely, and you will enjoy the game at these settings. Except for the lack of AA and ambient occlusion, we are getting a very nice image that is analogous to the Xbox One version. I think the biggest thing that we're missing is the texture resolution. We are only running high texture settings as to not go above our 1GB video memory limit. When the action gets hot, you tend not to focus too much on it though, plus we have 8 times anisotropic filtering to help that out. The Xbox One version of the game does run what we would call insane texture settings, but likely runs at a worse anisotropic filtering level. We are getting full HD, and I think that certainly says something good about the Radeon HD 5850. Notably, its longevity as a video card and therefore its value. I guess it really also says a lot about how weak these consoles are, but those are economics I don't really want to get into right now. On a sad note, this is going to be my final feature in the Radeon HD 5850 in 2015 video series. I missed the performance of my R9 and it's time I reinstall it. The R9 is also a lot quieter than this Radeon HD 5850. So as I said before, I want to thank everyone for watching this, and a bigger shout out to my subscribers. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and the entire series. Become a subscriber so you're always tuned into my channel and you know what's coming down the pipeline. My name is Blitz. Take care until next time, everybody.
One of our units just took hardpoint Charlie.
Critical damage. Take cover.
Hardpoint Alpha's just up ahead. Locate the terminal inside the building. Get close to it so I can patch you. Bravo. Watch for hostiles. We got Bravo. Good work, pilots. We've routed enough fire to the facility's reactor core. It's about to go critical.
All ground forces, move clear of the buildings. Core detonation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.